It is now 11:14. Jason and Michael back with us now. A beautiful week, and it'll be a beautiful Saturday for most of the day, you say.
Yes.
But then other things happen
As
later
we
on.
like to say,
Yes.
a bit of a fly in the ointment arrives.
Something like
on
that.
Sunday. Yes, yes, yes. And of course, with showers and thunderstorms moving back in, normally that does accompany a cold front, and then that brings in colder weather. So that is the narrative that we're going to be talking about, Russ, closing out the weekend, heading in towards next week. Upcoming rain potential. We'll start you out here. We're not expecting a wallop of rain, so that is not going to be a major threat for our region. So don't worry about that. We'll still get some of the buds out there, and I don't believe that we'll have temperatures really too far along the lines of freezing temperatures. That's really going to hinder some of the buds that's been happening across the region. So you don't really have to worry about that. Yes, but there is a chance that we could have some rain and snow moving back in the immediate forecast. So mid to upper 60s out there right now. It's still very bone dry across the area. Upper 50s to low 60s, even some upper 60s right now from Youngstown stretching all the way over through Akron, mid 60s for Ravenna. Look at our friends there in Mansfield, Norwalk. Low 60s for you, and in Elyria, you're a little bit cooler in the upper 50s right now. Some records was broken today, believe it or not, at Akron, Canton. 83 degrees was recorded for you, Mansfield at 84, Toledo and even Youngstown making it into the mid-80s. New York City yesterday at 90 degrees. You have to wonder, is Mother Nature confused or what? So we'll still have a bit of cloud sticking around the region tonight. We'll still also remain mild in the mid to upper 50s. Some areas could hang out in the low 60s, as I was telling you at the top of the broadcast, but more sunshine arrives tomorrow, and we're still going to have some light showers moving through, kind of peppering the skies tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. So the main threat arrives for showers and even a thunderstorm potential by the time we get to Sunday. So here's the kicker right now. All of that mild weather is still going to remain locked in towards the east of the Mississippi. The eastern half of the country, I will point out, is going to remain mild, and we could likely be experiencing some records being broken tomorrow as well. Mid-Atlantic to the northeast and certainly moving into New England. A trough is going to be still digging over towards the west right now, and that'll surge farther south, arriving with our next frontal boundary that's going to move in on Sunday afternoon. Some of those scattered showers that you can see starting to kind of move a bit farther north. They're not really going to make it all the way north into our region before they're going to be kicked back over towards the east. We've seen some activity happening over towards the Appalachia, sort of the back end, the spine of it, we like to call it. That has begun moving into southeastern Ohio. Even some thunderstorm activity moving through down near the Athens region, at least moving in portions of West Virginia. As far as our rain chances over the next 72 hours, this will now take us through Sunday evening, anywhere from maybe a quarter to perhaps giving up to a half inch of rainfall. I don't believe we'll make it to the inch territory, nor do I think we'll make it to the inch and even beyond territory. So don't worry about that. Low 60s overnight tonight. In fact, we'll keep our lows in the mid to upper 50s under cloudy skies, and our winds will remain on the light side as well. The frontal boundary is not here. This is why we still have that southwest wind, because the high is still east of us. So again, remember, highs rotate clockwise. So we're on the east or the western side of it, so which is why we have that southwesterly wind. High temperatures tomorrow. Some areas make it into the mid to low 80s. I think we could stand a chance of popping into 80, but we're not going to hang out there for long before we're going back into the 70s. Some other areas, upper 70s, low 80s. Here's your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast overnight tonight. That south wind still performing for us, waking up tomorrow morning. I think Akron, you'll probably start out around 59, perhaps 60 degrees. Throughout the day we go. Mix of sun and clouds, veiled sunshine in some areas, a bit more sun rather than clouds in others. There's our system. It's now going to become its departing track towards the east, but it will blow in some of those scattered showers. So we're going to keep it fairly light, though, and that'll take us through Saturday night into early Sunday morning, and we will remain dry then. Once we get into the heart of Sunday, we begin mild yet again, upper 50s to low 60s, some areas popping back into the upper 70s there, and I think we could stand with a little bit of a cooler lake breeze heading into Sunday afternoon. Now, here's the kicker. If we get more sunshine on Sunday quicker rather than later, we could pop back up to near 80 degrees, and we've had that happen here yesterday where we had temperatures around 80, 81 degrees, roughly around noon and even 1 p.m. Once the frontal boundary is moving through, there's that wallop of rain coming in Sunday afternoon into the evening hours, and some of it could be heavy at times, so we can definitely expect some rumbles to come out of this one. Once we get into Sunday night, into Monday, the low is wrapping around, the cooler air is arriving, and we're going to have that west-northwest wind. That'll keep us locked in with colder temperatures. We could be hitting on mid to low 40s throughout the day on Monday, and then we go back into the 30s for the rest of the evening into the overnight hours, waking up on Tuesday morning. Now here's your Union Home Mortgage 10-day outlook. 80s expected for Saturday and Sunday. There's the low. It has passed. We're cooling down in a big way starting us out next week, so it will feel like we're going in reverse. 40s expected across the region on Monday. Upper 30s by Tuesday. I think we could have a rain-snow mix far north and east in that snow belt region waking up on Tuesday, and then we wave goodbye to that rest. We're back to near 60 by Wednesday, back into the 70s for Thursday, but we exchange all that warm, sunny, dry weather for a little bit of wet weather as well.
Yeah, I always ask this, but after this weekend, we've kind of turned a corner. Would you say, or would you not say?
I personally feel like we're turning a corner.
Okay.
I think things are going to get a lot brighter and better for us here.
Well, I'm glad you personally think that, Jason. It's good enough for me.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.